Each year, the ACPN committee works together to ensure that the awards that the ACPN administers are relevant to the times and recognizes companies that are developing high-quality content using modern technologies to display them, in order for companies to sell more products, reduce cost, and increase efficiencies. For 2020, you may have noticed the removal of the Printed Catalog Award when you were going to submit your content for judging. Although printed catalogs are still being used today, and my company is using them too, one of the roles of ACPN is to ensure that we drive our industry forward when it comes to using the latest technologies to communicate and display product content. The ACPN committee has decided that this year was the year to disrupt ourselves and remove this award in order to focus on the areas that are more crucial in driving our industry forward. In that spirit, the ACPN committee has developed a new Content Excellence Award in conjunction with the Car Care Professionals Network, CCPN, called the CCPN Installer's Choice Award. We will talk more about that in a couple of minutes, but first, let's start giving out some awards. First of all is our Web-Based Catalog Award. The Web-Based Catalog Award is for catalog lookup that is purely web browser based and does not require any special client-side app to be installed. This award is evaluated on criteria such as design, navigation, catalog content, obviously, technology, interactivity, and innovation. This award is specifically for manufacturing and remanufacturing companies and is awarded at 3 different levels: bronze, silver, and gold. And it's judged by a panel of volunteer ACPN content professionals. I would like to thank ACPN committee member Mike Mara of Icon Automotive Group for your hard work in administering this Content Excellence Award this year. I would also like to thank the 12 volunteer judges from the community that volunteered your time and commitment to this award. Your input was critical in the success of this award. This year, we had 21 submissions, and now it is my honor to announce this year's winners. In the bronze category for web catalog, Standard Motor Products for their standard brand e-catalog. Congratulations, Standard Motor Products. In the silver award for web catalog goes to Brembo North America for Brembo Parts. Congratulations, Brembo. And finally, the gold award for web catalog goes to Spectra Premium for their Spectra Premium e-catalog. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to all 3 winners, and thank you to all of you who participated. Next up is the ACES and PIES Data Awards. The ACES and PIES Data Award category is intended to recognize excellent source data, specifically by measuring what comes out of an organization in the form of the content exchange standards of ACES and PIES. This award is judged by a third-party volunteer data assessment partner using the criteria that was established by the ACPN committee. This year, our volunteer data assessment partner is Paramount Data Management. A huge thanks goes to Johannes and Philip, who spent many hours analyzing all the submissions. ACPN truly appreciates your service and enthusiasm for our community. It is now my honor to welcome Johannes Crepon of Paramount Data Management, who will discuss his assessment of this year's ACES and PIES Content Excellence Awards. Johannes, take it away.
All right, thank you, Luke.
All right, thank you.
Wearing my ACPN hat, as you can tell. So let's get the screen going. All right, terrific. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks, Luke. My name is Johannes Crepon. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Paramount Data Management, and we provide a PIM system for the automotive industry. And we are honored to be asked the 2nd year in a row now by ACPN to judge the entries for the ACES and PIES awards. It's the 3rd year in a row for the award itself, and the 2nd year for us to be asked to participate in the judging. The award itself, and you will hear there are 3 awards in different size categories: small, medium, and large. And it has been an honor to assess the data from all of these great brands that participated. And you can really tell that these are brands that are ahead of the curve when it comes to data management. And that's what the award is about. That's what ACPN is about. That's what PDM is about, just improving data quality throughout the industry. A few numbers around the award: 25 brands entered. We have close to 5 million application records that were validated, a little over 50,000 SKUs. If you look at a comparison between last year and this year, there's definitely an increase in the data quality. So the average quality increased, which is amazing. This is what the award is all about. We're talking about ACES and PIES. So we already saw in the poll there are a lot of new attendees. So maybe not everybody is familiar with the acronyms that you will see throughout the slides, but we already talked about ACES and PIES as being ACES for the fitment data and PIES for the product information data. Some of the presentations from yesterday that also covered that, and the award goes through both sides, as well as ACES and PIES. And let's get started with some of the ACES validations. So duplicates are when you have multiple part numbers where the end consumer cannot clearly identify, or to an end consumer, multiple part numbers look identical from the fitment application. So it's not easy to identify what purchase that consumer should do. And that ties very well into Christopher's presentation yesterday. If you remember the brake pads and the Apple, which one should you buy? If you don't have clear information, you have low confidence in making a purchase decision. And very much tying into that is also the overlap validation, where overlaps are within one part number. So duplicates were across multiple part numbers. Overlaps is within one part number, where you can not make a clear purchase decision because the data is inconsistent. So you do have the situation that a consumer sees the data and it may be contradicting. It doesn't support him to make a purchase decision, and maybe a wrong purchase decision, which then leads to the car being on the lift and the part not fitting. If we remember Luke's presentation from yesterday talking about coded data. So I love the QDB, PDM loves the QDB, and so do you, because the QDB is essential for your data to be machine readable. And if you want to build your catalog for the future, you should get rid of nodes and actually use the QDB with coded values. Very much a basic part of dealing with ACES and PIES is to stay compliant with all of the different tables, such as the VCDB, PCDB, etc. We saw entries with the VCDB dating back as late as June of 2019. So obviously it's important to stay up to date with the latest VCDB and always be accurate with the VCDB that you're claiming to use. ACES and PIES, the N stands because it's two files, and ACES has been around longer. So historically, that is the primary file type that is being used, but PIES is just as important, because the PIES data contains a lot of information that goes into e-commerce, for instance. So you should always look to have an ACES file to be delivered with a matching PIES file and vice versa. And we see sometimes that in ACES data, content is being communicated that should actually be in a PIES file. If a PIES file is being used, obviously it's not only about sending the file, but also putting some content into that. Digital assets marketing copy is very important. You see here, 13 brands are at 100%, 9 brands are at 0%, with some extremes. So it's either being used very well or hardly at all. The PADB is another opportunity for you to provide coded attributes, so high quality data for it to be machine readable and automatically to be able to be translated, etc. So we are very pleased to see a high adoption of the PADB. Packaging segment, rather unsexy. We're talking about box dimensions, but they are essential. You ship parts from A to B. You want to communicate with your customers how large is something if they put it on the shelf. So packaging is important. And again, this is one that is actually being used rather wild. And yeah, so those were the primary criteria. We had some soft criteria. So we also looked into XSD validation is one where we saw some issues. We had some duplicate part numbers in the PIES data. But overall, we must say that the data is cleaner than last year. So again, this is really what the award is about, raising awareness for the necessity of clean product data. We will follow up with all the participating brands to give back an assessment of the data. Happy to take questions from any brand and support anybody out in the industry to increase their data quality. But therefore, without further ado, I would like to hand back to Luke to announce the winners of this year's ACES and PIES Data Excellence Awards.
Thank you, Johannes. Your work, hundreds of hours of work went into this, and it is a big deal, and your work is greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you. I would like to also thank Nick Valliere of J&P Software, who is on the committee, for working with PDM to coordinate the back and forth of all the data and the files and the coordination of the end results. Now, it is my honor to announce this year's winners. In the smallest category, the award for cleanest ACES and PIES data for between 10,000 and 50,000 applications goes to Cardone Industries for Cardone Ultra Calipers. Congratulations, guys. In the next category, for cleanest ACES and PIES data between 50,000 and 250,000 applications, Cardone Industries, again, for their reman unloaded calipers. Congratulations, guys. You guys are on a streak. Just like last year, you had to take home extra luggage, apparently, for all those trophies you won. Lastly, the award for cleanest ACES and PIES data for over 250,000 application records goes to Delphi. Congratulations, Delphi. And congratulations to all our winners, and thank you for all of those who submitted their data for judging this year. This year, ACPN is pleased to work side by side with the Car Care Professionals Network, CCPN, a segment of the Auto Care Association, which provides a structure to foster and promote communications between car care professionals and manufacturers, distributors, retailers, and all other members of the Auto Care Association. This year, the ACPN committee worked with the CCPN committee to develop a new Content Excellence Award, which is specifically developed for business-to-business systems that are either web-based or client-side install. An eligible system must support a business transaction, cannot be manufacturer provided, and cannot be consumer-facing. Additionally, the entities entering their system for consideration must be utilizing ACES and PIES content exchange standards. This award is specifically for distributors, resellers, and software solution and content service providers, and is awarded at 3 different levels: bronze, silver, and gold. It is judged by a panel of CCPN committee members, which represents an installer's point of view. The ACPN committee had David Logan of Trico Group do an excellent job this year leading this charge in developing and administering this new Content Excellence Awards. David, thank you for your hard work on this, and a big thank you also to the CCPN committee for your partnership. This year we had 7 submissions, and now it is my honor to announce the first ever award for this new category. In the bronze, for Installer's Choice, goes to WHI Solutions for NextPart. Congratulations, NextPart. Next, the silver award for Installer's Choice goes to Parts Tech Incorporated for PartsTech.com. Congratulations, Eric. Lastly, the gold award for Installer's Choice goes to Parts Authority for their IMC Web Warehouse 2.0. Congratulations, Parts Authority. And congratulations to all of our winners and those who participated.